why you should get excited about negotiating is the outcome that it's capable of giving you. Being a good negotiator helps you make more money. Yay. It helps you save more money. Yay. And it helps you create more harmony. Yay. So what we tried to do here was make it so that it was very clear that there was more things to negotiate than just money. Often we think that negotiating is about money and contracts. It's about so many things. So this is just a few things to kickstart your thinking as you go through the next few days. Have a look at what are those opportunities that you can have a negotiation today that would save a whole bunch of conversations throughout the year. We've got 5 ideas for how you can make more money this year. So it could be about starting a side hustle. You might, it's the gig economy. There's so many people with all these crazy ideas. It could be Instagram. It could be selling a product on Etsy, any of those sorts of things. So really think about what are you passionate about?
What do you do anyway that maybe you could on-sell to somebody or tack on to someone else's?
Yeah, and that doesn't mean you have to give up your day job if you have one. Cleaning up your house with a view to selling things on Marketplace, Gumtree or eBay.
The other thing it's really good for is it's a really good way to practice your negotiating because it's not that scary. You just put a price on, you play a little bit of a game in terms of don't put it too high or put it high and then drop it slowly and see where you get the price right and they bite. So it is a little confidence builder in that regard as well, which leads you to having easier, bigger negotiations when you get there.
Okay, next way to make more money is get a promotion. Yay! Or a pay rise, and hopefully both of those two things together. Or if that doesn't pan out, then find a new job with a new remuneration package associated with it.
And I think when we put that on there, it sounds so easy to just get a promotion or get a new job. We know that that's not. So I suppose I just want to say here that for us, this is also about, well, what is the plan to get that new job? So what are the little conversations that you need to have or the little things you need to do to set yourself up to get that new job or new promotion? Because it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's about what are the steps I can take to get me moving towards that.
Have a really serious conversation with your organization to say, right, I know REM review is not until October. Let's start talking about it today so that we can be ready for that in October. So, and then the final one is about when you run your own business, really making sure you're going through all of your fees, all of your products, and making sure that they are at market rate or the rate that you believe that you should be putting in the market. In my second book, I have a rate card and a process to go through for that. So if you would like a copy of that, just let me know. Yeah, so really going through your business and going, right, it's 2024. How long has it been since I've looked at my rates? How long since I looked at the competitors' rates? So really looking around all the places that you can make more money this year and have those conversations.
Yeah. So in the save more money category, it could be things like negotiating each of your household bills or talking to your mortgage broker or your bank about how you can save some money on your home loan. It could be about determining how you're going to approach spending the money that you bring in. So is it doing something like the Barefoot Investor book and going through that with your family or your partner and coming to some agreement on what those goals are going to be? Or there's another one, Smart Money by
our friend Nicole
that's right.
McKinnon. Yay.
And the last one is about creating more harmony. So as Sam said, this is often the one that we never really think is about negotiating, but it's probably the one that impacts our life even more so on a daily basis, because it's things like suggestions that we have is you can agree with your family who's going to do which chores. Bring your family together, have a little talk about what works, what doesn't, what's the frequency, what's the reward if people do it, if you do rewards, lay it all out. And you might actually find that by having those conversations, it's all a bit less stressful. Another thing we suggest is things like your girls catch up or your boys night out, is have some negotiations about how you're going to go about actually making those arrangements. We all know often we sit there and go, oh, what date are you free? What date are you free? And where are we going to go? And what are we going to do? By the time we do that, we're all exhausted about having those conversations and maybe suggest to the group, great, we're just going to do it on this day. Whoever comes to this one comes, and whoever can't comes to the next one. So you can have some conversations to make those things easier for people to say yes. And the other one is more about your colleagues or clients and suppliers. So what conversations can you have about how to manage challenges that arise through the year? What are you constantly faced with, or last year were you constantly faced with in your workplace that frustrated you? If it frustrated you, it's time to have a conversation about it and plan that out for the year ahead. So,
but most importantly, how you're going to celebrate. No matter what you do, one thing you do differently this year than you did last year, how will you celebrate that? So I'm not going to give you a list of ideas on how to celebrate.
You'll
I'm
have
pretty
some
sure that you
ideas.
can.
That's an easy one.
But it's really, 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 really important to celebrate when you do something that you wouldn't have done before this session or in 2023.